Na meka John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania, ade obeye in 5 years. John Pombe Magufuli. He came into power in 2015. 2015 about power. And we 17th of March 2021. Now we your African head of state, Aramukoma speech. Ewo na ye na se. Ebi mutu se Paul Kagame of Rwanda ko bi. Satana Kenneth David Kaunda of Zambia no ho mu nyina ko bi. Now the only speech standing out Lazarus Makati Chakwera, Malawi for president. Now all starting no was it the unpredictable Magufuli. They did not know that leadership could run in Africa without money being borrowed from outside because they did not know Magufuli was coming. They did not know that project could set up and executed on time because they did not know Magufuli was coming. They did not know that there's a president who is coming and will not give an ear to International General Assembly because they did not know Magufuli was coming. They did not know that there's a president who is coming and corruption will be a thing of the past in Tanzania because they did not know Magufuli was coming. When Magufuli came into power, the whole Africa, they have Tanzanite. But there's a British firm or company called Acacia who were mining those Tanzanite. But he came back and reviewed the contract and see that Tanzania will be getting 0.something% as royalties. He sanctioned the company until 16% is given back to the Tanzanian people as royalties. The company didn't afford his contract, and he cancelled their contract and also seized their containers loaded with Tanzanite or UK. China proposed to give him 10 billion loans to expand the Julius Nyerere hydroelectric dam so that each Tanzania can get 99.9% of electricity. He rejected it, but he did it on his own. They also proposed to give me another loan. Chakara Richard Kwete, he was the previous government. No, China foreign signing loan, so Omube expanded the port of Dar es Salaam. They said Tema Port, no? Do you know, Mr. Henry, do you know that Chinese always sign contract with Africans in Mandarin and not English? They said Tema Port, no? Do you know, Mr. Henry, do you know that Chinese always sign contract with Africans in Mandarin and not English?
I know, yeah, I know, and I don't know why
Mandarin.
they even accept that.
In Mandarin. So when Chakara Richard Kwete, the previous government before Magufuli came into power, no, he signed the contract in Chinese. But meanwhile, you cannot speak the Mandarin. So when Magufuli came, he found someone who speaks and understands the Chinese language and read the contract to him outright. So when he read the contract to him that, China will expand the Tanzania port, will run it for 99 years before Tanzania will get it back. Can you imagine? So when Magufuli, the guy explained it to Magufuli, do you know what he said? He said, only stupid people sign this contract.
Yeah.
John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He bought 32 electric engine trains from South Korea. And Bobo yana copy mo pakada no. 32 electric engine trains from South Korea in just 5 years. He built bridges, railway from Tanzania to Malawi to Kenya. He built hospitals. In fact, he went to their biggest hospital in Dar es Salaam and see that beds were scattered. Patients were lying on the floor, including women, children. He sacked all the directors from the highest position to the lowest position and bring in new ones and ask them to fix it within 3 weeks, within 3 months. In 3 weeks, it was done. He arrested 23,000 ghost names, people who are dead, but their names are still taking money from the government payroll. That is not colonialism. That is where money is going to. He also arrested 13,000 unqualified workers, people who are not qualified for their jobs, but they are still taking money from the government payroll. That is not colonialism. That is where money is going to. He seized all V8 vehicles given to the ministers by the previous government, Chakara Richard Kwete, and bought Toyota Corolla for them that the country is in crisis. And the leaders must reduce their cost so that they can fix the country. So he seized all the V8 vehicles and sold all of them and bought Toyota Corolla for them that the country is in crisis. And the people, the leaders must reduce their cost so that they can fix the country. So he seized all the V8 vehicles and sold all of them and bought Toyota Corolla for them. Like, this is what the country can provide for you. But if you have your Rolls Royce, Bugatti, Lamborghini, you can bring it. We don't care. It is a Toyota Corolla and say, "Ma obi afu a 1 gallon and one edibe mu obi antu koto Rolls Royce a na say amampanini mu afu a 1 gallon no de be mana say betimi de wakwa nya hwe." He also reduced their ministers from 39 to 19. Ghana for Tanzania population is 68 million people. Ghana population is 33 million. We have 110 ministers. Tanzania population is 68 million. Their ministers were 39, but when John Pombe Magufuli came into power, he reduced them again to 19. 68 million people with 19 ministers and 33 million population with 110 ministers. Eti sabi unye Jimmy Fua, una bekwa ko bompa ye say dollar ne na de and na cedi ne na say ye mompa ye. Kafra. What you say? Tanzania, John Pombe Magufuli in 5 years. He gives free education to girls, but the moment you become pregnant, your family will start paying school fees. A nice way to fight moral decadence. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He canceled all foreign trips from his ministers and asked his ambassadors to represent their country anytime there's a conference or summit anywhere in Europe and America. He never flied with a chartered flight or private jet. He always used not even a first class or business class. He used the economy class so that he can talk to people. The president now go to hospital to see how they are even treating patients. When was the last time you see our president in hospital? When? Can somebody tell me if they know? When was the last time or who's a president that call hospital say, mama kwe isika so mfankwe was the last time or who's a president that call hospital say, mama kwe isika so mfankwe mama Cecilia da persika so mfankwe Accra the cleanest city in Africa mama kwe say no kura wote ho and we sika ye kan no be defend
onenam ha bi a o se kronuma yefi a o humpo samini bi o ha me chacha mo nyina
me pacho yo eti dia me pesa me kan kwesini say where did John Pombe Magufuli get all this money to do all these things in 5 years? African presidents have given us the impression, say, you must always borrow to succeed as president. But when John Pombe Magufuli, let me show you John Pombe Magufuli. Maybe most of you guys don't know him. When he came into power, he never took a pin from IMF, a pin from World Bank, a pin from Russia, China, or America. He was able to restore 6 aircraft into the Tanzania Airlines and also bought 32 electric engine trains from South Korea. Yakofa Bobo Yabesi Pakadan and the to amount for us. So the question is, where did he get the money to do all these things in 5 years? Where?